Out from the leaked tape of Donald Trump bragging about vulgar attempts to grope and have sex with women. According to sources, Billy Bush, the former Access Hollywood host who Trump is having that conversation with, may be out at NBC's Today Show. Our senior media correspondent Brian Stelter is out front with the latest. Donald Trump obviously trying to push through all this. We'll see what the damage is to him, but Billy Bush may pay the ultimate professional price.
Yes, leaving NBC in the coming days. I believe the deal will probably be done by the end of this week. Could slip into next week, but one way or another, Bush will be leaving the Today Show and leaving NBC. It's a stunning reversal because 2 months ago he was brought in from LA to New York to be the star of the 9 a.m. hour. There was actually going to be a big party for him this weekend. That's now been canceled.
Let me just, for those, play a little bit on this tape of what Billy Bush's role was. He was obviously about to interview Donald Trump, and they were getting ready for the interview when this whole tape transpired. Let me just play it.
Hello, how are you? Hi.
Mr. Trump, how
nice
are you?
Seeing you. Terrific.
Pleasure to meet you.
Terrific. You know Billy Bush?
How are you?
Nice to see you. How you doing, Ariane?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Are you ready to be a soap star?
We're ready. Let's go. Make me a soap star.
How about a little hug for the Donald? He just got off the
Would you
bus.
like a little hug,
Okay,
darling?
absolutely.
A
Melania
little
said
hug for
this
the
was
bushy.
okay.
I just got off the bus.
Bushy.
There we go. Excellent. Well, you've got a nice co-star here.
Good.
Yes, absolutely.
After you.
And of course, what was disturbing about that enabling hug, that might have been the most disturbing moment, because just before that, Trump and Bush had been discussing how, in lewd terms, how gorgeous she was, and Trump saying, well, I need to take a Tic Tac in case I kiss her. So Billy was putting them in physical contact with each
you
other.
hear that joking around. That's actually very serious. And keep in mind, Bush was about half the age of Donald Trump. There's an oddity to the idea that Bush is the one losing his job, the one that's being told you're fired, even if he ultimately gets paid out and is not formally fired by NBC. Trump, meanwhile, as you said, trying to get through this. Maybe 4 weeks from now, he'll pay more of a price at the ballot box. But for now, there's a strange disconnect between how these two men are being affected by this videotape.
And before we go, more tapes to come?
It does feel that way. I think there's a view within the Trump camp that this is inevitable, also a view within newsrooms this is inevitable. NBC News is now on a manhunt trying to find audio and video and a transcript from The Apprentice, and many other newsrooms now trying to do the same thing.
All right, Brian, I want to bring in now our CNN political analyst and Washington bureau chief of the Daily Beast, Jackie Kucinich. Jackie, this video sat on the shelf for 11 years. There is now reports that Billy Bush knew about it and had told people about it jokingly as recently as the Olympics. What do you make of the timing, of the fact that it came out when it did?
Well, I mean, it is October, and this is when these things tend to leak. The Washington Post did a little bit of a TikTok of the leak that the reporter David Fahrenthold received, and he just received a call that this was coming, and he said, and Access Hollywood had found it. They were working on it, and there was a race to publish. So, was this dropped to affect the election? Yeah, probably. I mean, that's when these things happen, particularly because this thing existed before that, but we don't know. Fahrenthold is obviously protecting his source, and that's where that answer lies.
And quickly though, do you believe that NBC was going to avoid airing it? Obviously, that's what the source thought. NBC says that's not true, but is that possible?
I mean, we have to take them at their word at this point, because I mean, we won't know.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Obviously, it's a big question out there, though. That source did feel it wouldn't get out there if they didn't leak it. All right, Jackie, thank you very much. Brian, thank you. And next, Michelle Obama says it's not about policy.